A fishing excursion on Pipestem Lake didn't end the way the anglers expected yesterday. The Jamestown Sun reports Charles House and his daughter Christine, both of Hankinson, broke through the ice while driving to their destination. Around 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, the pair ventured out onto the lake in an all-terrain vehicle. The ATV broke through the ice but only became partially submerged. Pipestem Dam and Lake Manager Bob Martin said the recent warm temperatures and specific location near active springs were likely contributors to the thinner than expected ice. A Minnesota man is to be held without bond after being accused of making threats against the federal courthouse and the Fargo Police Department. The man also threatened to kidnap U.S. Senator John Hoeven, among other politicians. 43-year-old Brian Jacobson of Battle Lake, Minnesota, appeared in court yesterday. He was arrested over the weekend. Court documents allege Jacobson attempted to extort $50 million from the U.S. Marshal Service. The documents also say Jacobson claims he was, quote, immune from all law. Caterpillar in West Fargo is adding a $50 million addition to its facilities. As a result, they are looking to fill over 100 positions. They hope to fill many of them at their job fair yesterday. They are searching for technicians and welders, among other jobs. The company already hired over 100 people last year because of the expansion. Well, the last time I was outside, it was quite nice out there. Jessica Gulseth is in now to tell us if this warm trend will continue. Jessica?
Thanks, Caleb. I hope you all had the chance to get outside at some point today because it was gorgeous. A little windy for my taste, but we reached a high of 64 degrees this afternoon. And tonight, fairly warm, a low around 38 degrees. Tomorrow, a little cooler than today, but still warm for this time of year. We can expect clear skies with a high around 57 degrees. Thursday will be much like today with a high in the mid-60s during the day and a low in the upper 30s, low 40s for the night. Friday will be the warmest day this week with an expected high around 70 degrees. Sure, spring is just around the corner, next Tuesday, but it seems so unreal to think we'll be having temperatures in the 70s by the end of the week. Saturday, we can expect these unreal temperatures to continue with again a high near 70. Like I said, spring starts next week. We have such good temperatures now. Let's hope for the same next week. That's all the weather for today, Jamestown. Now back to you.
70 degrees. Oh, that sounds really nice. Thanks, Jessica. The Bismarck School Board has voted unanimously to build 3 new schools. They voted 5-0 yesterday to build 2 new elementary schools by the fall of next year and a new high school by 2014. The vote will go to the public later. The plan also includes moving 6th grade to middle school and 9th grade to high school. The proposed $80 million plan is a result of severe overcrowding at many Bismarck schools. We turn now to Josh Berg for a special interview about the Jimmy women's very successful basketball season this year.
I'm joined with Nicole Allers, senior forward for the Jamestown Jimmy women's basketball team. Nicole, thanks for being on the show.
No problem.
So I understand that you guys just went to a national tournament. That's pretty exciting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah? You're
Yep.
still kind of recovering from that a little bit?
Yep.
So the first question I wanted to ask you is, after your loss in the American Independent Tournament, how did that affect your guys' play at nationals?
Well, we lost to Valley City, our rivals there, and that just made us really angry heading into the national tournament and made us practice even harder for the week leading up to the national tournament. And I think that helped give us hunger and fuel our fire for the first game at nationals.
Right, yeah, well, I would expect it would after losing to your big rival.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of fueling your fire, you had a heck of a good player this year in Bridget Schuneman. Bridget Schuneman was the DAC Player of the Year on the women's side. What else besides Bridget's numbers, which were off the chart in rebounding and scoring, did she bring to the table for the Jimmies this year?
Well, she was a leader on and off the court. On the court, she was just inspiring to everyone. When people were like angry at themselves or angry at other people, she would just like tell everyone like, it's okay, we can get this, and just help keep everyone's heads up. And then, like, all season she was battling a back injury, and just she played every game still with that back injury, and people don't understand how bad it was, but she was hurting pretty much after every game, and just to go out there and act like it wasn't even bothering her was pretty inspiring to everyone.
Yeah. She stuck it out all the way to nationals, obviously, where you guys won your first game, which was really good win for you guys. What was the atmosphere in the locker room after that first W?
Everyone was really pumped about the win, but we knew that we still had a lot more wins ahead of us in order to achieve our actual goal of winning the national championship. So everyone was like really pumped, but nobody was like screaming or anything because we still knew we had more games ahead of us.
Right.
Yeah.
So I understand there's about 5 or 6 of you who have played in national tournaments in the past. This will be your third, correct?
Yep.
So how is this national tournament different than, let's say, the last 2 you played in?
Just like we played different teams this year than I have ever played before in the tourney, and we have a new coach this year compared to the other 2 years I was there, and just the team's different, like you said, every year, and just the atmosphere and just basically everything is always new when you get there. People always say that, like, even if you've won it there and been there every year, it's different.
Yep.
And so that's how it was for us.
Different experience every year.
Yep.
Especially this year for you guys. You have won the most games that you've ever won.
Yep,
correct?
In a season, yep.
And talk a little bit about this season. How was this season different? How was this, was this one of your best years here? How do you describe a season like this?
This season was a great season to end out on for my college career. We had a tremendous amount of support, whether from the community or the students here. We had so many people at our last 4 or 5 games that I've ever seen being a Jimmy my 4 years of college here. And just you would be, I work at Dairy Queen, you would be just working and people would come up to you that you had no idea who they were, and they'd be like, good game, or hope you do well in nationals. And we had a great, tremendous support at nationals for our team too. It looked like we were basically from Sioux City with all the people we had.
Yeah. It's always great to get that hometown fan support coming with you. So.
Oh, yeah.
Good thing we got that. Well, thank you very much, Nicole, for taking the time out of your day to come chat with us.
Thank you.
And congratulations on making the national tournament.
Thank you.
All right. Well, if you wish to read more about Nicole and the Jimmies, check us out at www.jccollegianeonline and click on the Athletics tab. Thank you, and back to you.
That's the news for this 13th day of March 2012. I'm Kaleb Hruby. Please tune in again tomorrow when we'll once again be connecting the campus with the community. Good night.